Hello, I'd like to introduce you to the biggest pile of over-engineered shit sweeper known to man. John Deere. And I'm going to give you just some tips of how to change the bristles, because you would think they'd have made that real easy because you have to do it a lot. Nope. My one video I referred to four-knuckle back crack. Well, this one would be a double roundhouse kick with a jab to the throat, because these freaking morons are just stupid. And I'll show you why, and I'll give you some tricks. Okay. Now, here, this one, you look over here, okay, you gotta get that bearing in, and to do that, you have to fish the bolts in. In fact, I'm gonna turn on the light here, if I can. And you can't even see it. Okay, it's behind there, trust me, it's just crazy. But you can't reach in there, so one tip is I put the bolts through the collar and then tape them so the bolts will be sticking out as you slide the broom in. Okay, that's one thing. But before that, when you're going to remove these, what I do is I take a cutting wheel, and because the brushes will be done toast anyhow, and I cut off the first 3 brushes so you can get into that hole right there. Because through that hole, you access these bolts that you can't get at. Okay? And as you're taking them apart, you'll run into this damn thing. It's called a taper lock, which I never heard of before I started doing this shit. But basically, this goes on the shaft, and it has these little Allen, it's kind of almost like set screws. Okay, when you go to take them off, okay, you see how there's 3 holes. Okay, when you go to take them off, there'll be a bolt or a set screw in each of these holes. You got to take them out, and you take one of them and you put it in to that middle hole, and then you turn it all the way in, tighten it, and bang on it with a hammer. You can stick a screwdriver in here a little bit to pry, but you have to get it off of there, and it's just a stupid ass idea. Okay, it's just stupid. To compound the stupidity and over engineering of this, okay, this is the outside cover. This one's all rusted to shit. That goes on the side here. Okay, no big deal. Just comes off with 10mm bolts. These are 13s. But this is the tensioner. Okay, once again, here's their stupid design. See that hole? I gotta back up a little bit. That hole right there. Okay, this goes in that hole. Okay, it kind of sits there. Then the other side of that has to go through that hole. So as you lift it up, you have to lift it up and bolt it in to then tension it. Okay, to tension it, on the bottom of that cover is a bolt. You got to just basically loosen it up, put it on, and then tighten it up. Now, I'm sure there's a procedure in a book and all that shit. I have no idea how you can tell if it's tight other than reefing on it, because you can't, once that cover's on, you can't see the chain. If you have issues with vibration or noise, you can't do shit. You can't run it without this because the tensioner is here. You can, but that chain gets sloppy and it could screw up some shit. So, once again, stupid design. Just stupid. Let me point out how real engineers design something. not morons. Okay. I can't say enough stupid about John Deere. Okay, this broom up here is a sweepster. Okay, it's on our Kubota. You can kind of see right there, everything is out in the open. Okay, you take 2 bolts out up here. The sprocket, instead of taper lock, is just bolted to the shaft, so you don't need a taper lock because it's part of the shaft. And you're done in about 15 minutes. Okay, that thing, plan on spending a half a day. I don't know. It's just, and it gets you pissed off every time you do them because it's so stupid and over-engineered. You can't get your fingers in anywhere, and it's just done. Okay. So if you're going to buy a sweeper, we use it for snow. You can use it for landscaping, obviously. We got a couple of them. Put them on the front of these. Which, these are nice machines, but I'm going to slam John Deere a little more. Okay, and I'm comparing it to our old piece of shit Kubota that actually is nice. Okay, this is a 1420 gas. The other ones are diesel. Okay, you get back in here. Okay, yeah, pretty good access, you know, not too bad. Down there's the motor, whatever. Okay, but I can't even show you, to check the oil, okay? You got to pop that seat up right here. But when you pop the seat up, it blocks your way of getting down in there. I'll do it here quick. Just, it drives you nuts. It's like, what the hell are these morons? In fact, I can't even do it with one hand. Okay, once you pop it up, the dipstick's way the hell down in there. In fact, you can see the dipstick from here, but you just can't pull it out. It's right. You can kind of see the, I don't know if you can. Yeah, that yellow ring right by them wires. That's the dipstick. You obviously can't lift it up because you'll hit this shit. You got to flip up the seat. The battery underneath the seat right here. So if you flip it, if you need to jump start it, you flip it up, you can't get at the freaking battery. Okay? The Kubota, everything is back here. The dipstick, the battery's hanging off the side. Everything is it's easy to work on. So I just, once again, this thing is nice. I mean, you go in there, it's got radio, it's got air conditioning and that. So, I mean, it's comfortable. Okay, it is comfortable. And it runs out nice. But, trying to work on it, it's a pile of shit. So, hey, John Deere, what are you thinking? To me, sweeper-wise especially, don't buy John Deere. Don't do it. You will piss yourself off when you go to do the bristles. You'd think it'd be easy, but it ain't. Take care.